Hi, my name's Emma. I did write a script for myself for this because I feel like when I talk just like on my own, I can't really get all my points across, and I want to make sure that I'm under the time limit and stuff. Just so you know, like if you see me um, looking and reading something, that's what I'm reading. So I chose Catherine Schull's TED Talk. So after watching this video, I've been thinking a lot about how failure actually helps us grow, both personally and professionally. We all try to avoid messing up, but the speaker made a really solid argument that failure isn't inevitable, but it's necessary. I've always known that mistakes are a part of learning, but I never really thought about how much we resist the idea of being wrong. The part that hit me the hardest was when she said that in the present moment we always feel like we're right, and that made me think about all the times I was 100% sure about something only to realize later that I completely misread the situation. So, one example that comes to mind is when I first started working at the law firm that I'm at. I remember there was one time where I thought I filed something in the right place, ended up being the wrong place, and I'm a very anxious person to begin with, so I was like mortified when this happened. Um, I thought everyone would think that I was bad at my job, especially because I had just started. But looking back, that moment actually helped me because now I'm very, very cautious about just anything I do in my job. I double check everything, which is obviously a trait I need to have when I'm working in a law firm and if I want to be a lawyer. Um, and it just made me realize that mistakes aren't just annoying setbacks, but they actually push us to improve. One of the most shocking stories in the video was about the surgeon who operated on the wrong leg just because he felt like he was on the right side. That freaks me out because it really shows how much we rely on our own sense of certainty, even when we probably should be questioning ourselves. The speaker also talked about how this mindset can have massive consequences, like environmental disasters or economic collapses, because people refuse to admit that they might be wrong. That really made me think about how important it is to stay open-minded and be willing to reevaluate my own assumptions. Out of the three videos in this unit, this one resonated with me the most. It didn't just talk about failure in a vague motivational way, but it really broke down why we resist it and how we can change our mindset. I also love the point about how we love plot twists and surprises in books and movies, but in real life we try to avoid them at all costs. That hit home for me, especially because I love thriller movies and horror movies, and I love when they have big plot twists, so it just made me like rethink failure and mistakes and stuff like that. Going forward, there's a few things I do want to work on. First, I want to reframe mistakes. Instead of immediately feeling bad about messing up, I want to start asking myself, what can I learn from this? Just like the mistake I made when I was working at the law firm. Um, I feel like shifting my mindset in this way will help me move past mistakes faster instead of dwelling on them. Another thing I want to try is being more open to uncertainty. Catherine's final message, being willing to say maybe I'm wrong, really stuck with me. It's uncomfortable, but I know that challenging myself to sit with that uncertainty will help me grow. Lastly, be this can relate to any situation, whether it's professionally, socially, in relationships, anything like that. Lastly, I want to get better at taking feedback. I'm not the best at taking feedback, so I want to be better at that. It's easy to get defensive when someone corrects me, but I want to start seeing feedback as a tool and not an attack. Again, this could be professionally, socially, anything. Overall, this talk really changed the way I think about failure. Instead of something to be ashamed of, I want to see it as a part of learning and evolving. If I can be more open to failure and uncertainty, I know I'll be able to grow both personally and professionally. Thank you.